Men's rights activists need to keep a very close eye on Mayor Mamdani because I think he's going to be a disaster for men, if not downright dangerous. Now, he is a feminist, a self described feminist, and these are the things that I'm worried about happening. Now, he's had an all female transition team, which isn't necessarily bad in and of itself. It's your transition team, so do what you want. But to me, it's just a sign of things to come. Okay? The number one thing to look out for, and this is what they do in London, is pretty much ignoring homeless men. No more housing, no more shelters. Homeless men, especially whites, are essentially left to freeze and starve to death, which is what happens in London. Don't listen to the lie there's a place they can stay. That's not true. Number two, similar to London, is no prison or jail for female criminals, even violent female criminals. This also, again, happens in London all the time. For stealing, for assault, for domestic abuse, you watch, there'll be all these different sentences, these community alternatives or community service as an alternative. It won't be sent to men and boys, it'll only be to female criminals, even violent ones. Something else to look out for. On that topic, domestic violence, look for people to push, and when I say people, we all know who I mean, new bills on domestic violence that are very gendered. In other words, erasing the existence of male victims, which is again what happened in London under Mayor Khan. Now, I'm not saying domestic violence against men will be legal, but it basically will be. Number four, severe cuts to men's health. Now, he's not going to actually come out and slash men's health. It's not going to be directly like that, of course, but it'll be the new budget that focuses on women's health, and then men's health just kind of doesn't get mentioned. That's something that Australia is already doing now, and the life expectancy, of course, in Australia has widened as men are now dying younger, and of course, women are not because, well, men's healthcare is basically ignored and not part of the budget. That's also something I would expect to see in Mondami's New York. Number five is education. Now, I'm not going to try and guess exactly how this is going to look, but expect to see by the end of his term education being much better for girls and boys. So, special classes, special scholarships, things that girls have an opportunity to have that boys don't. And remember, in America, boys are not only behind in education, but they've been behind education for decades. Not years, but decades. Is that going to matter? Nope. And finally, employment. I expect they're going to do something similar to Canada. Their federal employment laws state that if a man and woman both apply, unless the man is extremely more qualified, um, the job automatically goes to a woman. So if 10 men and 10 women apply, and there's 10 openings for the job, 10 women will get the job and 10 men will not, especially again if those men are white. And I'm not trying to make it like a white channel, but that's just something that feminists and progressives do. So I'm going to mention it because I think 4 years from now, you'll be able to look back and say, oh, yeah, that's what happens. So I'm not accusing him of anything, of course, because he's not even in office yet. None of the things have even happened yet. But I'm making a prediction that I'm almost certain is going to become true. So look at what Democratic politicians like him and are friends with him, and keep in mind, if they're president,